My name is Edoki HPM. I'm a student of Mechatronics Engineering 500 level. The future of the works and Fusion 360, how we could make use of it as Mechatronics Engineering students, and how it is important to works and the prerequisites of actually starting and doing the work and make using of the software. And actually you don't just start using the software. You have to actually have the fundamental things needed, like the product specification, the product requirements, before you start designing the product, and also put some things into consideration too. So that was like a brief overview of what the program was all about. This Fusion 360 is actually a good software for designing of products. It's like before you actually go into the industry to actually manufacture this product, you have to design them and create prototypes. So with this Fusion 360, we actually have the product specification and product requirements, and consider the criteria and the constraints in designing this product, and actually put them into consideration first and start using them. So as a mechatronics student and aspiring engineer to be working in the industry, I need to know how to use this software so that I'll be able to fit in the labor market and be useful. So definitely the workshop was an eye-opener, and with it I was able to see what we could do, or what I could do with Fusion 360, and hopefully I plan on exploring more and getting to know more about it, and see how far it leads me. My experience was a wonderful one. It was a wonderful one. I got to meet some wonderful facilitators where could expand my horizon and actually reach out to them. These facilitators were actually like friendly and interactive to works, and they were actually like caring and concerned about our progress on dealing the software.
My name is Victory Obiano. I'm a student of Mechatronics Engineering Department, 500 level. The program is actually anchored on Fusion 360 software, which is kind of very relevant in our today's technology. It helps us to do diverse things in terms of engineering, products, simulations, and even the PCB part of it. You can actually design components and products. You can actually have those things in your system. And one of the basic, or the beauty of the software, is that it actually helps you to minimize cost of simulations. We know that in terms of inventions and productions, there are always trials and errors that can really come up sometimes, and then but the software helps us to actually minimize this kind of cost or wastage. It helps us to actually minimize them, because when we run a particular kind of we want to produce something, we have a kind of an idea you want to produce, and then you make use of that particular, you make use of Fusion 360 to simulate those products. Even if there is errors, the software helps you to minimize those errors, so that when you start implementing those products in real life, it becomes something that you can actually save costs. And we should know that that is the essence of engineering. We save costs, we don't really waste. The important thing that motivated me for this program is on the PCB aspects. Okay, on before now, I was actually studying the PCB, which is a printed circuit board. Though I was using a different software though, but it was not really satisfactory, because the Fusion 360 has an option for 3D modeling, whereby you have to see the components that you're actually working with. You talk about the size, you talk about the dimensioning, you talk about the shapes and the whole thing. But the software I was actually working with, that option was not really there. So I was like, okay, let me actually be a particular of this program, so I'll be able to actually see, okay, learn how to work with this particular software in order to maybe enlarge my scope of PCB production. And it was really a success.
Okay, was your expectation met?
Yes, my expectations was actually met.
So what was your experience and impact of the program?
My experience is superb. The whole experience was actually interesting, based from the teachings, the way the the facilitators was actually so humble to actually explain things to us, in as much as there was no really time to actually get a whole lot of things, but the little time they had, they were actually very impactful. From whatever they were, from things that they were saying, it was obvious that it really came out from their hearts. They were not, they were so easy to talk to. You can actually ask them questions, even if some of the questions some of us were asking weren't really making a lot of sense, but they were so humble to actually answer those questions. They were so humble, and we were able to meet a lot of people around, even people that are actually having little or one knowledge of what is going on. You can ask them questions, you can actually answer, and we actually increased our network at the end of it.
My name is Nchidochukwu Bede. I'm in Mechatronics department 400 level. Okay, the program was organized by an orthodox learning partner. They are called Generative CAD. The program is basically about the process of product development from the design stage to the simulation stage. So the program enlightens the students on both the importance of the products and the design process. It also talks about the specifications, the functionality, and diverse aspects concerning product development. Really interested in 3D modeling, and I've always wanted to implement my engineering knowledge in it. So once I understood that there is a sector that covers both 3D modeling with engineering, I really wanted to venture into it. And once I heard about this program, I knew I couldn't miss it. If I was wondering how a 4-day program could actually be so educative, and on reaching here and interacting with the instructors and all, I'm really happy I attended the program. Okay, I gained a lot of knowledge from the program. From the beginning, I was motivated, I was encouraged. The instructor, Mr. Felix, he exposed us to the future of work, the coming job opportunities that will come in years to come. He also explained the importance of the product development process and all we ought to do. Then throughout, where we learned Fusion 360, the instructors were very much enlightening. They taught really well, they spoke eloquently, and were very patient in educating us, especially the instructor, Mr. Ofomide. He was very wonderful in his explanations, and I really enjoyed the experience.
All right.
My name is Mba Evelyn Ugochinyere. Okay, I'm a student of Mechatronics Engineering Department, 400 level. Okay, the program is on product development using Fusion 360. We learned on additive manufacturing and generative design. First off, I've had quite a flair in trying to analyze how designs of systems should be. So that was my first entry. I had zero expectation. I just wanted to come and see how the designs are going to look like. I wanted to know what is Fusion 360, what is product development all about. I wanted to be a product manager, so it's a build-up of what I wanted to be. So I decided to come check it out, and it's been a very beautiful experience.
Okay, was the expectation met?
Yes, it was met to a very large extent, a very great extent, to the point that I'm even considering having a career as a product developer and a product manager. So the build-up of how the trajectory is during the course of this program, we learned on product development, and then while on that product development, we had to learn about the future of the work. So where is the role of a mechatronic engineer in the future? So this program is going to still be in vogue in the next 5 years. So that's the beautiful aspect of product development using Fusion 360. So in the next 5 years, with the prerequisite skill that you would learn using Fusion 360 in additive manufacturing and generative design, you would be in a very big center in the world tomorrow, in different companies, in different parastatal. You'll be at the forefront of designing products that will be very relevant in the market. So it's a 21st century program. It's a 21st century skill to acquire. So in the product development, we have to understand that for products to exist, there are certain designs that needs to happen. So there are people that do those designs. There is the technical aspect of this product, and at the end of the day, it has a very beautiful way of making sure that the product meets the user's demand. So the product have an end user. Products have an end user. So this is a very long chain. So what we are doing is to stand in the gap to ensure that this product and the user is being met. So we are the middleman in this generation today.
My name is Obichukwu Emmanuel, an academic staff in the Department of Mechatronics Engineering, Federal University of Technology, Owerri. Well, this program has really enlightened us. It's about product design and for manufacturing, and it has various facets which we enjoyed. I also believe the students really benefited, especially personally. I benefited. I got a lot of exposures into this particular product as Fusion 360 by Autodesk, and I really appreciate the university for this great effort. The department, my HOD, Engineer Professor C.A. Okoronkwo, was making frantic efforts to train his staff. And then I also really appreciate the effort of the instructors that we have and the facilities that we've just used. It's been wonderful. I want to tell you that I look forward to using this product, the knowledge I've learned to improve my efficiency in the department, especially when it comes to training students. And then in the areas of design, I love additive manufacturing. In fact, I'm doing a research on that aspect, and this exposure just helped me to appreciate much more than I've thought. The motivation really comes from the desire to grow in this field of mechatronics engineering, especially when it comes to the design aspect of things. Because if you look at the industry today, the manufacturing industry is really growing. In fact, the conventional means of manufacturing, the system is shifting from those methods into something more advanced, like additive manufacturing. So that's really motivated me to take this opportunity to learn about this program, and I can tell you I really benefited. My experience in the program is that I've come to realize that far from what we used to do, that we really need to flow with the trend, and the facilitators we have has really helped us to get a sense of that. And I want to tell you that with this software in my PC, there's so much I can do right now.
So my name is Chukwubikem Felix Amefle. I'm the founder and CEO of Generative CAD Services Limited. And it's been a pleasure staying here for the last 4 to 5 days at Federal University of Technology, particularly the Department of Mechatronics, where we organized a workshop in collaboration with Autodesk and knowledge points in product development, particularly around generative design, future of work, design thinking, into electronic design and design for additive manufacturing, and generally, the areas cut across product development, what people should thinking about, how you can bring your product from the imaginations and the processes you can go into as to bringing those products to life, and some of the technical skills that we have to also put hands on. Case studies, and we had about 3-4 hands-on case studies, and I would say the department has been quite a wonderful, host, and you can be very collaborative, and it's something that we're looking forward that in the next few months or in the next section that we're going to hoping that they will incorporate this into the sections, that that will have a significant impact for the student and generally for the school, when that kind of is really implemented. And once again, I really want to appreciate Autodesk and Knowledge Point for making it also possible for us to be here and also to deliver, and to the rest of my team members of Onime, William, Tolu, and Buchi. Fantastic job, and once again, thank you everyone. Thank you, sir.
Okay, my name is Engineer Dr. Okoronkwo Chukwuni. I'm the head of the Department of Mechatronics Engineering here in FUTO, Federal University of Technology, Owerri. This workshop was organized in collaboration with Autodesk and Generative CAD Services to train our students and our lecturers on product development and future of works for engineers. The workshop involved programs like design for additive manufacturing, electronics and PCB designs, and generative designs. So the purpose of this workshop is to train our students and staff on the latest tool that will help them to become more efficient and also more productive. Nigeria as a nation needs skilled workers, and that is why as a department we have taken it upon ourselves to make sure that we train the best students that will compete globally, and students that will make the Federal University of Technology proud. I'm very happy that this program was actually a huge success. And from the testimonies and from the interviews granted by the students, I can see they were so excited. I want to use this opportunity to thank our amiable Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Nina Oti, for giving us the enabling environment to operate, and also for giving us the sense of belonging. So this program will actually make my students better engineering students. And our aim is not just to become local champions. Our aim is to train them to compete globally so that our products will be good. We don't want a situation whereby when they graduate, somebody will be asking which university do you come from. One student that will make us proud. So that is why I'm so grateful to Generative CAD Services for bringing this opportunity to us. Thank you very much.